Hello and welcome to the United Stand. How are you all doing? Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United is so close, according to Jose Mourinho. So close that he can touch it. So close that if it doesn't happen in the next 48 hours, it won't happen. So Mourinho, very, very positive about it. If you've not seen the fan cam with Flex chasing Ed Woodward, cringe, funny, whatever. At least he's got the balls to go and speak to him. At least Ed Woodward spoke back to him. So I think fan relations with the ownership of Manchester United, I liked all that. So people calling it cringy, I actually quite liked it. I think it shows a human element to one of the most powerful men at Manchester United who is brokering this deal, who Jose Mourinho said, I've got total trust in to broker this Sanchez deal. Make sure you watch those fan cams if you've missed them. There's loads that have gone up, loads of banter, loads of tongue-in-cheek. Sanchez out, Lingard in, no place for Sanchez, the chasing of Ed Woodward, all great, all watch them. I'm not going to be on long tonight for that reason, so you can go and watch all the fan cams and do that. But the Sanchez deal is close. Some people thought it was official at 6 o'clock because the Daily Mail said so. The Daily Mail said it's official, so it must be official. My God. All I would say is if you're not from the UK, the Daily Mail doesn't have the best reputation, and when they're saying it's official, you don't believe it. It's not official until Manchester United Football Club tweet out that Alexis Sanchez is a player. We're not reacting. I've had people saying, go live, Mark. United Stand, go live, go live, go live. Not going to live with an official deal until the United Stand say it's official and we know the fee that we've played. They're the two things I want to know. I've got a big list of things I want to say. I want to reveal our source on why we knew it from last Sunday that it was done, but not until it's official from the club. And the Daily Mail, the Sun, and anyone else who just wants to jump ahead of anybody else for clicks, not official till Manchester United say it. But it is going to happen, and I'm so proud of everybody who sort of has been relaxed like me all week saying that this deal will happen, and those people who've been saying, oh, they want it to go wrong, this, that and the other. Sit down, take your medicine, because it's going to happen. It was always going to happen, and we are very, very close to it. I mean, it could literally happen in half an hour, it could happen in 2 hours, it could happen tomorrow, or it could happen Monday. But Craig Norwood obviously said that medical in the next 2 days. Demartio at lunch said it was getting close. Mourinho has said it's so close. Arsene Wenger said it's difficult to play him in a game when he's on his way up north. It's on. It's all on. And as Scooby-Doo just said, it's done. It is absolutely done. And going to be sad to see Mkhitaryan go, says Max Smith. No, not really. Not really. I respect him. I feel bad for him that it's not worked out the way he wanted to, but we've got to be ruthless now. We saw United play against Burnley today. Martial was ruthless and he won us the game that I think normally without Martial we would have drawn that game. Sanchez is a ruthless top-class player. Martial is a ruthless top-class player. Mkhitaryan's given that chance, puts it into the keeper, puts it into the stands, doesn't score, does he? And you know, I do feel sorry for him that it's not worked out, but it's a ruthless decision. And it's interesting how Arsene Wenger's trying to spin it, actually. Just reminds me. Arsene Wenger said that this deal looks likely to happen, but it only happens if we get Mkhitaryan. It's like they are saying, well, we're only happy for Sanchez to go because we're getting Mkhitaryan in return. Like they're on the same page. They're not. If you'd have asked me 3 months ago, a year ago, is Mkhitaryan on the same page as Alexis Sanchez? Even 2 weeks ago, we didn't think we were getting him, and I still would have said Alexis Sanchez is one of the best players in the world. Mkhitaryan isn't. There's a massive gulp in their ability, and to be honest, in relation to Mkhitaryan, the only way is up. The only way is up at Arsenal, and Arsenal fans will say Wenger's getting the best out of him, but the only way is up, and I hate to say that, but he's been diabolical for about 3 months at United. The last 2 games he's been subbed off at half-time, so I would expect an improvement from Mkhitaryan at Arsenal. Of course I would, and I do wish him all the best, but it's not a big loss to us. It's not, and that's the saddest thing. It's not. What is a big thing for us is Alexis Sanchez. You look at United against Burnley today, we are slow on the attack unless Martial gets it, and Alexis Sanchez is direct, he's fast, he's skillful, he's got a great finish on him. You add him into the team with Martial in the team, and we suddenly become a much, much better side. That's the interesting thing. That's the thing that's got me nervous. Is he going to play Martial and Sanchez in the same team? Because if he isn't, I think it's a waste of the time signing Sanchez, because basically Martial's our best player, and for me he's probably our player of the season so far. Another match-winning performance today. Without him, we don't win it. He is fantastic. So if you're buying Sanchez to put Martial on the bench, I don't see the point. He's got to play them both, and I think that's the thing to be nervous about. But first of all, we've got to have the signing done. Michael says, I don't think Sanchez will get the number 7. Look, there's a lot to be excited about Alexis Sanchez signing for Manchester United. There's what shirt he gets. There's how much the fee is. There's all the stuff I'm going to shout out and go mad about. That's going to be worth watching. It's a massive statement signing, and I want it to happen. Victor Lindelof happened at 9:15 on a Saturday night. It is 8:10 on a Saturday night. It can happen tonight. It could happen around 9 o'clock. I hope it does. I would imagine the medical is probably only ongoing now, and even if they're doing it tonight, the medical team were at the game with Burnley. They've got to get back to Old Trafford and Carrington to do it. Would they do it tonight? Will they wait till tomorrow? Will United announce it pending a medical like they did with Lindelof? I would lean towards it's probably going to happen tomorrow, but we're ready. We are absolutely ready. Max Crow says apparently the Sanchez medical will be tomorrow. Will the shirt number be announced at the time that Sanchez gets announced? I don't know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. When Pogba signed, no, he didn't have a shirt number because it was in the summer. Callum Labrin says, I only wish Mark would read the comment. Arsenal fans are blaming Mourinho for his downfall at Manchester United in relation to Mkhitaryan. Arsenal fans live in a fantasy world. Let them do it. Mark, would you be a better signing than Fellaini, mate? Says Irish. I want Fellaini to go. I don't understand what's happening with Fellaini. Fellaini is a contract rebel, and he gets brought on ahead of Ferreira, and then Mourinho decides to spend a couple of minutes talking about how great Fellaini was when I thought he was atrocious. Mourinho's just bending over backwards and almost like, begging Fellaini to just do it, sign that contract, and I don't get it. This is a 30-year-old bloke who's got no footballing ability other than chest control, and he's decent in the air. And I don't understand why a contract rebel's being dealt with like that. But Alexis Sanchez is signing. He is the sort of player we want at Manchester United, and that is the statement signing I'm bothered about. The rest of it will take care of itself in the wash, I suppose. Who will Sanchez replace from today's team? I'm not getting trapped in that. I've got a video ready for that, and I will do that as soon as he signs. I've got a video as to where Sanchez will play. I've had it ready for over a week. It'll be a live video, but I've done all my research on it, and I've got a few theories on where he can play, where he should play, what he can do, what he brings. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's my little present, really, because it's been a long week for all of us, and I want to keep something back. I'm intrigued, Joseph Isaacson, as to what we're going to get. There's talk that it's around 30 million, and basically it's a swap. Eric Ross is not fond with Alexis Sanchez getting the number 7 shirt. Griezmann fits it better. Well, Barcelona distancing themselves from Griezmann. I still think he could happen in the summer. Debut versus Yeovil, says One Love MUFC. You'd have to think so. Other than number 7, what numbers can Sanchez wear anyway? Says Arib Kadar. Thanks for the contribution. Exactly. I thought Lukaku played well today, Urshad, as well. Who do you think's better, Sanchez or Martial? Says Daily Fortnite Gaming. I wouldn't sell Martial to get Sanchez, is what I would say. I think Sanchez is the better player at the moment, but I think Martial will be the better player, and I wouldn't swap Martial for Sanchez. No way. Martial's the boy. He's the man. He is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I wouldn't swap him for anything. He's my favourite player, and I think he's absolutely fantastic. Hat-trick versus Yeovil, says Iris XH. If he gets a hat-trick against Yeovil, then Matthew McFadden deserves a knighthood, because he said Alexis Sanchez won't sign for United until the United stand's got 180,000 subscribers. I think we're on 177 at the time, and he said he'll score a hat-trick on his debut. So he's got 1 out of 2 right so far. Do you think Sanchez stops other world-class signings in the summer, says Reagan Webb? No, I don't. I think we'll get one in the summer for sure. In fact, Mourinho said it a couple of weeks ago. Scooby-Doo says Sanchez has signed. He hasn't as of yet, but it could happen any minute, which is why I want to be quite quick tonight, because Manchester United tweeted 9 minutes ago about the under-18s, so I don't think it will be tonight. We're ready and we are primed for tonight. If it happens, we will do it tomorrow if it needs to be tomorrow. But it's very close, in the words of Jose Mourinho. He's up north, in the words of Arsene Wenger, and he's officially signed in accordance to the Daily Mail, which means it's a load of crap. Don't listen to them. It's official when they announce it. Is Aubameyang in the top 10 strikers in the league, in the world? I think we'll know when he comes to the Premier League. I've always liked Aubameyang. I cannot go against Aubameyang when I've done videos on the United stand saying I would have liked him at United. Never understood why we didn't go in for him, but maybe we're about to find out when he goes to Arsenal, because maybe he's not all that. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to seeing him at Arsenal, because they are miles off us. I think they're 11 points off us. They're not catching us. Not at all. Jake, yes, you're right, Jake Bullman. It's official. Alexis Sanchez has not signed for Manchester United yet. Don't believe all that nonsense. He will sign, but it will be official when the club release it. That's when he'll sign. 186 likes on the video, and there's 2,000 people watching. Are we getting lethargic in our old age? I know it's been a tough week, but come on, drop a like on the video for the community. This was a short video tonight. I wasn't going to do an 8 o'clock video tonight, but so many people were saying, can you go live? Can you give a bit of clarity on the deal being done and give us a bit of an update? Which I'm always happy to do. So the update's in the 15-minute video. But I know I normally do 45 minutes on an 8 o'clock show, so I apologise for that. But there's two reasons. One, we could be live back in half an hour or 2 hours. We just don't know. It could be announced tonight. And two, there are so many good fan cams that I don't think they get the views that they deserve. Great work by Flex. There's an eye in the top corner. You can click on that and watch the playlists. We've got a number of fan cams up. Or you can go through the homepage. But I would start off with Ed Woodward being chased by Flex, because you don't see that every day. Manchester United's chief executive being chased by the United stand for a comment on Alexis Sanchez. It's fantastic. Make sure you give the fan cams a watch, because I'm short today, but you can fill up that time by watching some of the fan cams. Thanks everybody. You've been fantastic, especially over this last week. We are very, very close to justification on what we did a week ago. A week ago last lunchtime, we went live and said Alexis Sanchez will definitely sign for United. We took pelters, but loads of you lot stuck by us. We've been relaxed all week saying it will happen, it will happen. And very, very soon we're going to get that justification as a channel and as a community that we would never, ever, ever go live like we did last week on a whim. We would never, ever, ever lie to you and say it's not definite if we didn't think it was. So thanks everybody who stood by us. This community continues to grow and grow. And I would ask, help it grow by going and watching the fan cams, watching your fellow fans outside the Burnley game today and what they had to say. Some really funny stuff. And as I said, the Ed Woodward chase scene is needs a bit of Benny Hill music, I think. Who will be announced first, Mickey or Sanchez, Arib, Kadir? I don't know how they're going to do that. I'm intrigued to see how they'll do that. I think surely you've got to give one or the other a bit of time and a moment in the spotlight. I wouldn't be surprised if City went in for Griezmann, Sadat, but remember, Griezmann is very good friends with Pogba. Would Pogba have an influence in him telling him not to do that? I don't know. Thanks everybody, and yeah, I think we're going to get the thing we want to get very, very soon. So thanks everyone. 2,000 of you watching now, and to everybody else who does watch this video, please, 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 before you go off and brush your teeth or have a bath or watch Casualty, watch a couple of the fan cams, support the channel, because Flex is doing great things and everybody's getting a voice who goes to the games, and the Ed Woodward thing is great. So do go over and watch them and support the channel in that way as well, because I know you support me and the live comments and the channel, and the community is great and it keeps getting better. So thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you in a few minutes. Maybe I'll see you in a couple of hours. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, but let's see. Let's see. We're very close, in the words of Mourinho. Speak to you all soon. I want to go and watch that Woodward one again. Oh, Ed, is he coming? Is he coming, Ed?